So, the latest chapter of One Piece just dropped, and all I gotta say is, bro, what? I just gotta talk about it. So, without further ado, let's get right into the chapter. We get yet another page of Uta and the Red Hair Pirates, but I'm actually interested to talk about who this woman may be. But I'll say that for another video. But the hint is that Luffy? And just like everyone talked about, we actually see Caesar sneak attacking Katakuri. We'll just have to wait and see. And we jump over to the fly copper where this narrator is talking about the new story of Wano. As the Shamisen is playing in the background, he begins to speak. A storm echoes through the sky, consuming Onigashima. The roar of the Zerdrak. Oh, he means You thought Yamato was gonna join, huh? Yeah. But that's not what we're here to talk about. Kanema and Momonosuke are talking to Yamato saying, "You're gonna stay?" And Yamato replies, "I'm staying." But why? They call Yamato confused. Indeed. And here we go with Oden again. Yamato said that Oden started his journey in Wano, so will he. And Yamato tells Momonosuke he already told Luffy everything. And Momonosuke is pissed because he didn't get a goodbye. Cue the flashback. First with Kaido choking Momonosuke, asking for his name. Then it's him meeting Luffy. Then it's him throwing blows with Luffy. Luffy calls Momonosuke an eel. Momonosuke calls him an ape. Luffy calls Momonosuke a figurehead and that he's just some crybaby. Momonosuke proclaims he wants to beat Kaido. Luffy forms an alliance with Momonosuke. Tanjiro captures Momonosuke. Luffy says, "Find a way to survive. I'm coming for you, bud." Kaido asks Momonosuke what's his name. And he proclaims, "I am Momonosuke, and I will be the Shogun of Wano." Momonosuke is aged, and Luffy tells him you must fly to Onigashima, and that he definitely will beat Kaido. After reminiscing all the moments, Momonosuke becomes more angered and says he was wrong about Luffy. And being free does not mean free to be rude. Kinemon's talking out his ass, saying he's gonna chop Luffy up. Yamato's telling them to chill. And then we move to the Tokage port. Law says the next time we see them, we're gonna be enemies. So don't be afraid if I'm shooting for the kill. You better hope you fight them before they go to another island because their power-up's about to be crazy. Kid says, "Let's set sail." They hear someone say, "Hey," from the distance. It's the dragon Momonosuke, who was not flying, but running. He transforms and grabs Luffy. Kinemon says, "How can you abandon your comrades that you've known for so long without saying a word?" Momonosuke commands Luffy as a shogun to not leave Wano. "I want to be with you forever. You can't handle this." Bro, what? He said he's only managed to survive because of Luffy and the others. He thanks him for avenging his father, his mother, and everyone else. He said he's also scared for what happens next. Please don't go. And Zoro calls him pitiful. He wasn't saying that shit at the Baratie though. Luffy calls for Usopp, and he throws Momonosuke a gift. He said, "You may look older now, but inside you're still a small, weak dummy. But you're also my little brother." And it was the flag of the Straw Hats. And he said, "Put it up, because they pull up to Wano, just know they catching these Straw Hat hands." Momonosuke says, "Does that mean I'm one of you?" He says, "Yeah, and if you ever want to become a pirate, I'm coming back for you." Momonosuke says, "I will surpass Kozuki Oden." And this part right here pissed me off. I thought Yamato was over this. Yamato says, "You talking about me?" No! Straw Hats are talking about departing, taking the safe way out. And Kid's like, "Of course. Y'all not built like me. Let me jump off this waterfall." Luffy and Law was not having it at all. Takes the helm from Jinbei and goes straight X Games mode. Like it is. And then the narrator speaks. The might of the outlaws recruited by Lord Momonosuke and Kinemon made them akin to real-life wisdom kings. Their power descended like a wrathful tsunami, obliterating all in their path. Even Kaido the oh, he means, what? Nah, he ain't get back up, bro. And then this scene right here, when they're talking about the interaction between Denjiro, Hiyori, and Orochi, just no. Talks about the last moments with Denjiro and Orochi, and how Hiyori stood her ground to the burning, wrathful Orochi, and in the last moment, the second disciple to Odin came and cut his last head off. And with the flash of lightning, the Dragon King fell. The sun had finally pierced the dark clouds, and how the sounds of the ignorant masses in the Fire Festival started to creep into their ears. And Orochi declares,
"Korazumi's family grudge shall continue to curse this rotten land, generation after generation, for all eternity."
But that didn't mean a damn thing, because Princess Hiyori didn't flinch, didn't shudder, and looked him right in the eyes and proclaimed, "The Korazumi were born to burn." And she pointed out her fan adorned with the crest of the Kozuki, with an exclamation point of poetic justice that is dealt upon Orochi, the same fate dealt upon the man made to boil Odin. The Korazumi were born to boil. But the reason why I did not like this scene is because everything that happened with Ace, all should not be condemned by the actions of few, and that it shouldn't be a curse to just live. For all the innocent Korazumis out there that was dealt a fatal blow, hatred just breeds more hatred. And then that was the birth of Orochi and Kanjuro. Damn! Yo, that shit was cold, though. Nah, Orochi even got Oda fucked up. And as the Shamisens begin to play louder and louder, the onlookers begin to cheer. That concludes the tale on our nation's renowned samurai, and how they miraculously returned to us. And with that, I think a well-earned break is in order. Till we meet again, farewell. Final curtain. And there's no break next week. What?